But nevertheless, I think it is extremely important, as was the custom in many Chevra Kadisha, if not all Chevra Kadisha years ago. You take a look at the minhagim of the Chevra, sometime, usually at least once a year, the Chevra Kadisha would get together and go over their minhagim. It was something that was done regularly, and I don't think we can assume that these were Chevras that were not that active, because in most communities there was only one Chevra Kadisha in the community. And even a small community, if everyone is having tahara, and where people did not necessarily live to be 90 or 100, but unfortunately there was a very, a younger rate of mortality, an earlier age of mortality, I don't think Chevras were inactive. Unfortunately, they were active. And nevertheless, there was an emphasis on Hazorah. There was an emphasis on review, and as many Chevras did once a year, very often it was on Zayin Adar. It was part of the Zayin Adar experience was to review. And many communities, they would actually add a little tikkun, something that made the process a little nicer. Not that they changed the minhag, but that they emphasized an area that maybe could be made a little bit nicer, that could be made just a little bit more efficient. Because the goal is ultimately to give the greatest possible respect to this particular person. Each person is an individual. For them, it is the only tahara they're going to have. And if there's something that can be instituted that in a particular situation will make it better, or if in all situations will make it better, then that is certainly very worthwhile. Again, not to change anything, but only to somehow create just an efficiency or a detail issue, where you focus on something more in a greater detail, with greater focus, with greater sensitivity. And so, with that in mind, we will begin. So I'd like